There's a good chance that your new coworkers have no idea how to do their job and have no background that could help them at work. Though, if we're being real, they might not even know how to read. New York Mag did a new expose on what ChatGPT has done to college classes, and it is bleak. Over 90% of students are just coasting by using ChatGPT to answer all of the questions on their classes, which really defeats the purpose of going there. You know, this isn't high school where you're required to go. They chose to study something, presumably for the career, and now they're just choosing not to learn anything. What's worse, professors and teaching assistants are wasting their time grading papers that were written by nobody, have no perspective, and really don't make sense at the end of the day. It's a bunch of robotic crap. One student was even willing to say that college is simply a measure of how well they use ChatGPT. So if your coworker has no idea how anything in your field works, there's a good chance that this is why. I think that this is a great example of the problem because a student wrote a paper about pedagogy saying that the thing that makes us human is the ability to learn, the ability to grapple with the topics that we've chosen to engage with. She had ChatGPT write it, and when she was asked about it, she doesn't really know like why she wrote it or to what end. All she knows is that in order to get the grade, you give things to ChatGPT and it shits out good grades or whatever, B passing grades. It doesn't matter. I think if you're a student though and you read this, like there's something to be optimistic about because you're gonna lap your peers if you know how to use ChatGPT for like maybe you're not good at grammar, right? Maybe you like have issues with structure. If you use ChatGPT to give you good examples and you figure out how to make it yourself, that's great. And if you know how to study the subject matter without ChatGPT and just use it as a tool, even better. So in the workplace, you're going to absolutely lap all of your peers if you know what you're talking about because with 90% of students basically cheating their way through a college they chose to take on loans to attend, you're going to wipe them out on the marketplace.